Ancestors, archangels, all those who walk with me, and all those who walk with all love and light, beings whose children have been impacted by ACS in some direct or indirect way, I ask to only reveal information that is true and that can help us be able to break this curse that has been put upon our families so that we will not have harmony. And I'm also praying that all these illegal third parties that are interfering in our families' process of, putting harmony back in the family get removed. And I ask that our faith and hope be strengthened in these times as we get back to the root of what's important and start to understand why all these distractions have been created. And I ask that we have increased strength to fight for what it is that we came here for, and that's family. And I ask that all secrets of the ACS be revealed in this reading. Okay. All right, beautiful, lovely souls. We're using Cat Tarot, Justice, and Page of Wands. Page of Wands and Justice. The ACS was started because someone wanted to spite a relative that had hurt them. They wanted to be able to protect their inner child. However, they didn't take the time to actually do any healing. And they felt slighted because no one had been there for them. So the ACS was created because someone wanted to take justice into their own hands. But what they did not do was they did not take the time to do shadow work. They did not take the time to understand the root of their pain. They didn't take the time to heal generational curses. All they know was they felt slighted and they wanted to seek revenge. This justice here is saying that all those who have been impacted by ACS's illegal tendencies is going to be getting justice. And everyone who just sat back and watched and acted like they didn't know what was going on, they're going to be impacted by justice happening for all families. There's so many families whose throat chakras have been silenced. That is going to be put to an end. ACS will be no more. Because ACS literally attracts broken-hearted people who know how to cover up their shame and guilt and their pain. And then when they're triggered by something that's not healed, they just take it out on a family that reminds them, they take it out on a family that's trying to heal. We got the 6 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. So if you are a family, this 6 of Swords, right? 6 of Wands here. You have family that's actively working on healing. People who do not know how to heal their family units and ACS will wage a war on you. And the laws have been set up so that a parent can file as many complaints as they want to, as they need to, about how the representatives are doing their job, and they're supposed to go unnoticed. It's supposed to, with this temperance here, this is telling me ACS has been able to get away with pure murder for such a long time, but the joke's on them because they have so much paperwork, showing years and years and years of illegal activity. See, they got too comfortable thinking no one's going to say anything. No one's going to do anything. We got the Ace of Cups, we got the High Priestess, and we got the Chariot. So this Ace of Cups and High Priestess is telling me I'm getting a lot of downloads. People in the ACS that they hire, they're very intelligent. They know how to cover their tracks. They are, and the justice card is showing up here. Okay. The people in the ACS, they came into work for ACS because they wanted to be around, they wanted to make a difference in children's lives. But at the end of it all, they have sacrificed a child's safety. They've sacrificed a lot of children's safety. And then they've used the law to justify the things that they have done behind closed doors. And because ACS is, it's involving children, they'll claim that what we're doing is an act of love, but also is to ensure that, the children are safe. But a lot of children who leave ACS ain't safe. A lot of ACS workers see a lot of toxicity within family units. But instead of them, acknowledging that what happened to them is not happening, what happened to them in childhood is not happening to them in that present moment. It's like whatever hurt them as a child comes up and they just sit there and let it fly. But if you someone who's highly psychic and you're a healer, because if you're a psychic and you're full of love, you're naturally a healer, these people will wage a war on you. Like, they strategically hire spiteful, pretty faced people to work for the ACS. And with this Justice and Chariot being here, with this Page of Wands and Death being here, no longer are these people going to be able to just sit back and act like they don't know what's going on. There's about to be a huge investigation taking place in ACS. And the thing is, the idiots are dumb enough to leave paper trails about it. Once again, this Page of Wands popped out. These people going to be trying to figure out, how did we get caught? We got the Six of Pentacles. They have left a ton of information. Basically, these cases where children have been harmed after leaving ACS or are harmed during ACS, there's so much. Like, even if they started right now trying to paper shred all the documents, this Queen of Pentacles tells me they have an abundance of evidence against them. They have an abundance of evidence against them. And it's a lot of distorted feminine energy that get so caught up in their emotions. That's what's running ACS. Distorted feminines who don't have happy homes. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Now, this is important to know, because if you are supposed to be a representative of making sure children are safe, you have to understand yourself from a place of gentleness. And the distorted feminine energy that is working for ACS, there's no harmony in their homes. There's no harmony with themselves. And if you even show that you have harmony with yourself, despite the hard knocks of life, you will be targeted. They'll even try to take your children from you and try to make them their own and try to adopt them. And they'll use their positions to say, well, I saw this case from the beginning, and I just, I really thought I would be a better fit for this person. Like, these people, they let their envy and jealousy get the best of them to the point they will literally try to take your children and adopt your children from you. These women are so spiteful. If you have something that they have within themselves, but they're not doing the inner work to do it, but you've done the inner work, they will try to literally take your children just so you can feel as if you lost something. We got the Four of Pentacles, the Death card again, and the Four of Cups. Anyone in the ACS that has known about the cover up with Four of Pentacles here for ACS. There is so much cover up, dealing with families being split apart. That's what I'm picking up from this Four of Cups. This is about to, it's like I'm not, the cover up is, there's about to be a death putting up to covering up information. And this whole situation is about to transform in a way no one would ever saw coming. I mean, it's going to blow people's minds. And I'm just talking about the esoteric and emotional and mental health aspect of the ACS. Once again, we have this Four of Pentacles, this cover up, okay? We got this Six of Wands, and then we have the Death card. How ACS was able to just keep bullying people and getting away with it for so long, that's coming to an end. A lot of these people who work for ACS are going to hit with a hard, cold reality check about who they really are in the mirror. It's like, I feel like some of them are now actively getting haunted by the children that they hurt, because they chose to take a blind eye to what was going on. They chose to attack somebody's child, or a parent that was actually a decent parent, or they gave children to parents that weren't good parents. I feel like a lot of them are having nightmares about it. Like, this is a time now where they're starting to see how their actions have really hurt a lot of people. Like, they hurt a lot of generations. Like, literally, you may think bullying somebody is just like, okay, it's just them. Locked in that person's DNA, and that, you know, is a whole generation to come after them. What happens when a child heals after being harmed by, you know, let's say an organization? That goes back to that organization. That trauma goes back to the organization. Like, right now, I'm actively healing from being gang stalked and bullied by Miss Lynette Hall, from being bullied by her her manager, Miss Espanol. It's like, it's not even the mother wound for me I'm healing. It's the fact that a whole bunch of jealous, envious women teamed up together because they did not want to actually help protect my child, but they wanted to hide their vulnerabilities. Like this, there's a lot of distorted feminine working in the ACS industry. And if you a person that's, you know, letting fear and insecurities get the best of you, that leave you the fuck alone, because you're gonna sit there and take whatever they give you. However, if you like, okay, something is not right about this, and you start asking questions, if these people have any bit of guilt and shame that has nothing related to do to you, distorted feminine energy will try to project itself onto you like it's nobody's business, and they will try to make you suffer because they don't like the emotions that they're feeling in that moment. And this is the kind of women you have working at ACS. And with this Six of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles here, I'm really picking up that there's going to be a lot of balancing of the scales. Like, because there's a lot that's gotten, a lot that has gone under, unseen. And now it's about to be dug up. And I can see some people standing around, some distorted feminists, very nervous, hoping that they look a certain way, trying to act like, okay, we're this and we're that and stuff like that. Like, I've had people use my history of mental health hospitalizations against me to keep me from my child. I've had people create these illusions that you're not created equal because you have experienced certain things and certain experiences. It's like there's a huge wound in my family, or me and my children, that has yet to be healed, man. And I'm not blaming ACS or anything. I'm taking accountability because, I definitely had to learn to walk away from toxic relationships. I also had to learn to be gentle with myself, because it's not like I came into this world wanting to walk into toxic relationships, but I ended up being exposed to it quite early, and in babyhood. And it's this beautiful experience has allowed me to learn to forgive, but also learn to set healthy boundaries. But like, dealing with distorted feminine energy who works with ACS makes me be aware to be mindful of how I'm feeling, and if I'm being passive aggressive, and if I'm trying to hurt people because I'm feeling hurt. Like, honestly, when I feel hurt now, I either do Sudoku at this point. I'll do a card reading. I'll do something to expand my mind. I'll do positive affirmations. But like, ACS is really responsible for tearing a lot of families apart. And I have so much faith in something outside of me, because I know my family can be healed. And I pray, we'll do a prayer. I pray that all our families are healed, because like, family is so important to me. And I haven't even been able to be a mom to my kids due to a bunch of bullying type people who are so stuck and stagnant in their own lives that they decided to try to interfere with my life journey. Teamed up with my exes. Like, we really live in a world where cold-hearted, evil-hearted men, they thought they would get away with basically trying to hurt people. And they thought it was okay to use what people experienced against them. And now these people are being seen for who they truly are. Fucking bullies at this point, There's a lot of families that have been harmed because of people's envy and jealousy. And to have these actions normalized at ACS, this is very, I was going to say disheartening, but this is the type of toxic energy where, when you realize that there's so much I can do in this human form, and I'm about to give it up to God and pray. Well, join me for prayer. Dear God, I ask that you can watch over our families. I ask that families start healing together as a unit. I ask that broken families that want to heal, that they are blessed in abundance with healing. I bless that their generations are free from all curses. And I bless that the legacies that come from the generational curse breakers, I bless that they have a freedom where anyone who tries to threaten their family units never gets a moment to harm their families. I ask that those of us who are going through dealing with illegal organizations who are so adamant on separating families that just want to heal, because a lot of families that are healers, if you're a healer and you're healing rifts in your family, a lot of us have been targeted. And I ask that we are able to clearly see the blessings around us, so that while we're going through these very painful moments, we understand that this is temporary. I want to express great gratitude for this moment, for being able to express myself. This is a very hard, difficult moment in time to be experiencing, but it's making me stronger, and I refuse to give up. And I ask to have an increase of forgiveness in this moment and stronger, healthier boundaries. I ask that all families understand what they need to do to protect their children. I ask that all children who have been negatively impacted by egotistical person in a position of authority, I pray these children are all healed. And I pray that justice happens for us all. I pray that we become more accountable, understand how we're contributing to these situations. And I ask that we understand that there's only so much we can do. I ask the solutions open up for us in mysterious supernatural ways. And I ask that families are able to heal as a unit. And I ask that for everything that was taken from us healers involving our families, I ask that we are blessed in abundance with it. And I wish no ill will on those who went above and beyond to separate us from our families. But I pray that justice reigns over this land, and that us healthy parents are able to be the parents for our children that we were meant to be, because our children chose us. And I pray that us healers can forgive toxic parents and families that we have come from if we have not yet been able to. And I pray that those toxic people from our past, no matter what they do or try, they will never be able to get access to us or our lineages. All right. So I have this nice view of the sky with art and my cards that I made. And we're going to do a peek into the future. You know, what's your family life? What's your family life like in the future and things like that? Because honestly, I love family. And I'm starting to understand. You know, family is so different, and I'm starting to just accept that this beautiful journey of life that I'm blessed with, it is beautiful. You know, I have so much peace. I got a cup of cereal right now, and I'm able to sit here and eat my cup of cereal, have fun with my tarot cards. I'm gonna clean these cards. Like, I'm just learning to move slow and steady. I'm learning to not feel like I'm missing out on life, or that like time is running out for me, because I realize I'm getting back so much that was taken from me. And I'm learning how to be patient with myself in this journey. And it is difficult at times because, you know, I'm being mindful of old thought patterns connected to emotions. So I'm starting to notice, like, you know, an emotional reaction is connected to a thought process. So I'm starting to slow down, catch into the thought process so I can so I can understand what cycles I'm repeating. But I'm also understanding that that thought process was a form of protection for some reason. So I'm learning to be extra gentle with myself right now. But yeah, it's like I used to feel like I was running out of time because people wished death on me. In a like they OD'd on wishing I would die, so that their secrets could be buried. And now I know I'm gonna be able to live a long life, and they're not. And I'm finally accepting. Okay, what if the life the life I'm being prepared to live is happening right now? I'm being blessed with peace to be able to heal. I'm blessed with all my needs being met. I'm blessed with releasing, trying to find something outside of myself to fill a void. You know, I'm finally learning not to overwork. And it's a very beautiful process. it's really having me just be honest with myself about a whole lot of things. And I want to say thank you, God, for this opportunity to be a vessel for you. I know that so much was taken from me. You know, I'm 31 years young, and I have basically had people try to take 99.97% of everything from me. So I know that what I have coming towards me is going to be in abundance. And I understand I'm being healed so I don't get overwhelmed by it all. But also, this healing journey is also teaching me to just be grateful for the small things. And so I'm grateful for this moment that I'm able to share my experience with you, because maybe it might help you in some form of fashion, you know? Knowledge goes a long way. But, what I am grateful for about my family life here is that I have planted a seed to not give in to oppression, you know, so there will always be peace in my family home. And I wish the same for you guys as well. But you also got to put that work in. It just ain't something where you wish it and okay, it's happening, all right? So without further ado, 3 pals, what's your family life like in the future? So welcome to what is your family life like in the future? There's 3 pals. I'll see what the pile of choice you choose. And thank you for being present. Yeah, it just got really warm. Hello, pal one. So let's look into the tarot, source, spirit, ancestors, the ancestors of view of one. Okay, accurate information, and this popped out. The Chariot and the Ace of Swords. So what I'm picking up here with also the King of Wands. Okay, so you know how you see those movies with the wealthy families and everyone just looks different and looks beautiful though at the same time. That's what I'm picking up, but instead of it being a scandalous affair for pile one, it seems like it's a higher level, high vibrational family of beautiful, soul-hearted people who also are natural leaders all of their own. It's as if, I feel like there's an estate of an entire beautiful set of people who are all leaders in their own right, and communication is super beautiful here. Communication is clear, true. There's no deception in the family. And with the Chariot here, what I'm picking up is there is this understanding about integrity, morals, and values when it comes to going after certain goals. Okay, it's not people who are trying to compete. It's not the type of family dynamic, pal one, where someone dies and all the family members show up and they look prestige and they're just like, who gets what? Oh my gosh, why did you get that? And they're trying to plan and plot. No, this is the type of family environment where everyone knows how to hold their own. This is a type of family environment where authenticity and individuality is accepted. And with this 10 of Pentacles here, this tells me that you guys are also very money wise as well. You're definitely in tune with your emotions and your mental. So it's like there's a certain air of maturity where, okay, I'm spending money because I'm feeling this way. So let me go and find a healthy way to find a way to express this emotion. I'm also feeling like your family's going to be using like natural herbs to deal with you know um ascension symptoms and things like that. I feel like your family may even have a garden. you know um I feel like your family will be doing a lot of adventurous things together, even if it's in the house. I feel like your family's going to be highly magical, and you guys just be sitting on the couch and where someone else from your past would have just made a whole conflict and war out of it being very peaceful, your family and you all be elevating, just simply being able to enjoy the peace and quiet of that moment. Like, it's the type of family dynamic where you don't really even have to say much or do much, excuse me. Like, the gift of telepathy is very big in your family, pal one, where you literally can just, understand this is how someone is feeling. It's a family of empaths who you guys understand the importance of boundaries. The parents, give the children from early stages of growing up the tools they need to be able to identify certain things. And it's a very supportive household, okay? It's a household where narcissistic individuals will, they would rather know what's going on in your family than know about what's going on in a celebrity's life, okay? Things like that. So we'll get one more card for you, pal one. And I want to say this is a very beautiful reading. I'm so grateful to deliver this message. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So, pal one, you may be just at this point tired, exhausted. However, you haven't let anything get the best of you. You may not have any idea how this beautiful life is going to come about, because there's so many things that's like outside of you that seems to be trying to control you and your family life. However, this is where it's time for you to just relax your mind, body, and soul. Because with this Nine of Wands energy here, it's been a very difficult journey just to even get to the point you're at. So if you can start expressing, gratitude for all the little bitty you got going on, you'll be able to relax more. It's important for your body to heal. Because Power One, I feel like you have experienced a lot of interactions in life that could really, the average person would have been dead by now. Let's be honest. Your body has experienced so much stress on it. There's a lot of people from your past wondering how you're still walking around. Like, I'm sensing people from your past who are interacting with new people who try to hurt you. They're trying to understand, how is Power One still going? What did you do? They experienced what? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that, Power One is still going. How is it that Power One looks the way they look with all they have experienced? And in this time, a new perspective will help you strengthen your faith and increase your hope, because miracles happen, man. Power One, I know it may be hard to see, but miracles happen and you gotta believe it. All that you have been through, I feel you've had so much taken from you, Power One, that honestly, you're gonna be blessed with so many healing experiences that one day you're gonna really be able to look back at the past and you're gonna understand why the foundation of you and your legacy is so strong. It's because all the experiences of hardship and heartache that you have showed you how to be an example to your legacy, and you're going to be well remembered for it. Like, I really feel you're going to have so many blessed experiences to help you heal all the hardship that you have endured. So if you have endured a lot of hardship, prepare to live a healthy, happy, long life, and know you're going to be looking great throughout this whole journey. Not only that, you're going to be feeling great. Like, literally, you have so many beautiful, blessed opportunities of new experiences coming to heal all the spiritual warfare that you have endured, Power One. And I hope that helps you, beautiful souls. Have a blessed day, all right? Pal 2. Thank you for being present. So let's look into how your family life will be in the future. Okay. Alrighty. So we have the Chariot, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Moon. Alrighty. So there's going to be a lot of stability. But when I say stability, I don't just mean like, yeah, we're wealthy and we always accomplish our goals, because this Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands here, definitely shows that there's going to be a lot of success as a family unit. Under the Six of Wands, there is the Seven of Swords. It doesn't mean that you guys are not going to have, experiences with unsavory people. What I'm definitely picking up, it's going to be a lot of privacy for you and your family, okay? And you may wonder, how is there going to be privacy for my family and I, especially with all the victories that we will be accomplishing, all the financial stability, wealth, and abundance we'll be having, and us being able to do what truly makes us happy. Just know there's going to be a lot of privacy for you and your family. It's not the type of privacy where you have to hire security to go with you. Just know you and your family are going to be very well protected. So we have the Seven of Wands with the Three of Wands. So, excuse me. I don't know why I just coughed like that. You and your family are going to know how to protect themselves from intruding people. Like, there's going to be a heightened sense of protection, not only just over you, but your children are going to know how to protect themselves. Your children's children are going to know how to protect themselves. It's going to be like something where your family is going to always be able to protect their assets, because that Seven of Swords I had saw in the Three of Wands, that means there will be a lot of people trying to target someone in your family. Like, they'll be trying to study someone in your family and things like that, only just to walk away puzzled, okay? That doesn't mean that people won't try to test your family. They'll really be trying to find an end. So if they can't get in with you, they'll try to find it with someone else. But with your family, Pal 2, there's not going to be an end. They may be able to trick someone in your family, but for so long, and then that family member is going to turn it on them, because this is how smart you and your family members are. Your family is powerful healers, and you guys don't let anything hold you down. You're able to alchemize some heavy ass energy, Pal 2. So we have the Fool and we have the Star. I was just talking about healing and the Fool. So yeah, you guys may have some fall for some stuff, but then you guys are gonna be so tapped in and tuned into the universe and all those who walk with you spiritually, that you're gonna know exactly what you need to do to alchemize the situation. Even if it's simply walking away, you're not gonna allow someone to like convince you that you have to stay stuck in a situation. The Star heals. Your family is gonna be very close. That when you guys are gonna have some very deep philosophical conversations together. When I think of the Star, I think of someone who's very reflective and takes the time to honor their individual healing processes. And your family unit it doesn't matter if there's 80 people staying in one house. You guys are all going to respect each other's boundaries. You guys are all going to honor each other's unique healing abilities. And you guys are all going to be highly intuitive and things like that. And you guys are going to, it's going to be harmonious. It's like your family. People would rather know about your family than what the latest, most well-paid celebrities up to. Okay. We have Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So your family is going to have so much love flowing in. With this Five of Pentacles, it doesn't matter what you guys have or don't have, your needs will always be met. And with the Two of Pentacles, you will always find a way. So you could be standing next to a family of billionaires who have no love, and they will feel impoverished next to you guys. And you guys are going to be able to clearly see who's for you and who's not for you. There's going to be a sense of unity among you and your family, pal, too, where you guys are able to read the energy in the room and respond accordingly. Like, you guys are the family that's showing people. Teach your children the stuff they need to know now instead of later, okay? Some people may try to go against your parenting style. However, because your family is so protected and knows how to defend itself against all negative energy, if there is any, if there is any type of legal actions taken against you and your family will be able to always get justice, because you guys will be always be in alignment with the universe. Okay, you guys are like children of the universe. All right, we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Let me get more information about this one. Yeah, people are gonna be highly attracted to your family, pal, too. People are gonna be so addicted to your family's energy, because like your family is very powerful energetically, that they may try to start wars with you, but it won't be the obvious wars. It'll be the wars that people are trying to act nice and friendly to you guys, trying to cause separation in your family. And your family is going to be very different, because anyone who goes against you and your family and tries to harm anyone in your family, well, it doesn't end pretty for them. We got the Two of Pentacles and the Emperor. Anyone who tries to dominate someone in your family so that the family can break up because they don't like the fact that their family unit is not happy. It's like I can see people like targeting your family unit, trying to get the one who seems to be the most naive, or how they view naivety, and then they'll try to get that person to feel like their family's much more healthier than your family, all so they can get information about your family. Okay, I can see something like that happening. However, your family is going to be very aware, so do not fret when, if your children, you could tell like they're quote unquote dating someone who's toxic. Just understand that that's part of their particular healing journey, and you are going to know how to protect your children, and your children are going to learn how to protect themselves as well. All right, so we got the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Temperance. Okay, so your family, you guys definitely will come up against spiritual warfare of other toxic families trying to compete against you. However, you guys are always going to go deep within and you know maintain inner peace. So it doesn't matter what anyone throws at you from outside, your family life is going to be protected. No one can get into your family life. And this is going to be a head scratcher for very toxic people who are used to oppressing people's families to try to, overpower the individuals. So because tyrants and oppressors love to target families. If they can break families apart, they have more success of trying to wreak havoc in people's lives. And they won't be able to do that in the lives of you and your family, okay? So we have the Chariot and the Moon and Judgment. And I just saw Judgment. And the fact that this is coming out, anyone who targets your family is cursed. It's not good to target your family. This moon here says there's a lot that be going down. So this chariot tells me you and your family will always be protected from negative energies. It doesn't mean you may not interact with negative energies, but you are, it's like you, even if your children go to a public school for a little bit, you know, they're gonna have the knowledge as to how to protect themselves against toxic energies, okay? It's gonna be the type of thing where you're going to learn to not underestimate or overestimate your children. You're going to realize as a parent, well, I had someone set me up to be defenseless, so I could not protect myself from them. Your children are going to teach you to not underestimate or overestimate them. In fact, you're going to learn to understand that it's okay to be concerned and worried as a parent, but to not take it to a toxic level, because you're going to really trust that your magic, the how you love your children, is protection enough. Not only that, you're going to be trusting the universe to watch over your children. And the stories that you and your family will tell each other about spiritual warfare and overcoming it together in the later years, it's like it's a whole odyssey. You'll have your perspective, they'll have their perspective, and it's just going to be something that's, it's like a whole book. It's like your family is a whole book of just of something so beautiful. So congratulations, pal, too. Thank you for being present. I'm so grateful to have delivered this message for you. Hello, beautiful pal 3. So let's understand what your beautiful family life will be like in the future. Okay. We have the Hierophant and the Tower and the Hanged Man. And the Six of Wands. Okay. All right. So there's gonna be a lot of family secrets exposed. It's gonna be very healing for you guys. It may not feel like it's very healing because I feel like your family might be used to moving fast paced, but you're gonna have to be slowed down because you're gonna start to notice that you can't keep doing things the same old way. Yep. And with the Lovers and the Six of Wands here, you guys might face some ugly truths about why the family is still together. It could be because you're in a codependent relationship and you need to heal some codependency. Once again, we have the Hierophant, then the Hanged Man, but now we got the Nine of Clubs here, Nine of Wands. You guys might be in a highly codependent relationship, trying to make it work for whatever sake you're you're trying to make it work for. Some of you guys might be with partners who's trying to spite someone that they feel left out in the cold behind, or you might be trying to spite someone that you feel left you out in the cold, and you might have gotten with a partner, had a family and things like that, wondering why it is, you know, the person that left you for somebody else didn't want anything to do with you. You know, we got the Queen of Swords and the Death card here. You may, you know, have been hurt so bad to the point that you turned your heart cold, or the person that you hurt so bad definitely just had a glow up on you and they're not the same and you can't get them back. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the Two of Coins and the Emperor. Yeah, your family, and we got the Ace of Cups. Your family may do a lot to okay, this is interesting messages here. Your family will, I'm picking up, this is a broken family because there's someone trying to appear to be like the patriarchal system, you know, the something of the house, trying to, you know, act like a certain image with the Ace of Cups here. It's like trying to act as if we're loving, but with this Two of Pentacles here, there's a lot, you know, there's a whole lot of masks being worn. And so there's a lot of suffering in this household. And so you may be waging wars against people who reflect to you what it is that you're trying to be. You may even be starting wars with the people that left you. You know what I'm saying? We got the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and then we also got the Fool here. Your family may take a lot of chances to get out of a sticky financial bind. You know, there may be a lot of arguments in this family due to a lot of emotional upheaval that is not being dealt with. We got the Seven of Swords and the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. There's gonna be a lot of scandal. And we got the World here. A lot of scandals gonna come to the front with this Seven of Swords and the World here. There's gonna be a father figure, or it's gonna be someone in toxic masculine energy that is exposed for some things. It can even be a mother figure, but there's gonna be a lot of this family unit ain't gonna really make it the way they would like to. Then we have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So I can see, you know, you using your family or the children, the ones who don't know much, trying to you know, convincing them to do your dirty work. We got the Hierophant and the Hangman and the Page of Wands. You know, yeah, I can see you definitely convincing your children to do your dirty work. Whatever it is that you failed to heal from, you trying to convince your children to do your dirty work. And we got the Death in reverse, supported by the Page of Wands. I feel like this is you gonna I'm talking to a set of toxic people who, if you have children, you would do any and everything to keep these children from leaving you. Once again, we got the Hierophant, the Hangman, and Death. That's going to you know, that's gonna backfire. Okay. We got the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Three of Wands. I feel as if we'll get a couple more messages for you guys, because I this message is like, what is going on here, yo? I feel like there's so much emotional and mental instability among the caregivers, the parental figures in this family unit that you're in, that you guys, we got the Nine of Pentacles and the Death card. Like I really feel like you guys are willing to risk your life for some things. We got the Judgment and the Four of Wands. You guys gonna be in denial about what's going on in your home, man. There's gonna be a lot of disharmony. King of Cups and Four of Cups. There's gonna, in Seven of Wands, there's gonna be a lot of fights and arguments in this home life. There's going to be a lot of emotional just disappointment in this family life, because you guys have chosen not to do anything better. It's like this is a house that we got the Chariot and the Moon here. What is this about? And the Nine of Wands. What's this right here? and the Fool. What does the Moon and the Chariot mean? What does the Moon and the Chariot mean? The Empress and the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like if you pick this pal, you just waged the war on somebody who left you. Three of Swords, you're feeling a lot of grief, and so you're basically trying to like target this person and their family by any means necessary. However, you're starting to realize that their family and them are safe. And with this Two of Pentacles and the Emperor, you're still trying to find a way back into their life. The Emperor and the Eight of Clubs here and the Lovers. So what I'm picking up, if you chose pile 3, you're trying to stop a union from taking place with somebody who left you behind. You know it's coming soon, but they don't know it's coming soon. Because again, we got the Three of Clubs, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Emperor. I feel like if you're watching this, you did everything you could to break somebody's heart. And the fact that they didn't give up, you're trying to figure out how to put a stop to a divine union. You know that you can't, match up to what this person needs. You know you never will be able to. But once again, we got the Emperor and the Eight of Wands here. Tell me about the Emperor. So this person coming fast, you're trying to stop it. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands. Yeah, you know this person coming. And so I feel like in this moment, I see Seven of Wands and the Empress. You gonna try to start some trouble with somebody so they can close their heart chakra off. Yeah, so they won't meet that person. So they will, you really don't want somebody having a new beginning, because we have the Fool and the Star. I'm also seeing the Hierophant here. Yeah, you guys are getting a lot of information about somebody, pile 3. But the thing is, they don't know. What's taking place. And so you're trying to basically wish ill will on them. Once again, we've got the Four of Cups and the Emperor and the Three of Wands in the World. Yeah, with that Moon and the Chariot, something tells you whatever you're planning is about to have you feeling worse and worse. We'll get one last card. We got Judgment, Four of Wands, and the Six of Swords and the Devil. Yeah, a truth is about to come out about how you quote unquote run your home. With this Devil, some very toxic ways that's been going on in the house. That's about to be revealed. And with this Six of Swords, it's going to help someone be free of you. Because I feel like you really been trying to tether and bind yourself to somebody who don't want nothing to do with you, pile 3. So the family that you may be living in, I'm not really seeing kids because I feel like you guys are way too toxic for that. And God doesn't want you guys, even if you are feminine, you a toxic ass feminine. God don't really want you bringing no children in this world to be hurting nobody. So I really feel like you may just be surrounded by, you may stay in the house because you can't actually afford your own rent by yourself. In the future, you may just be staying in a house with a whole bunch of miserable ass people trying to have a child, and you won't be able to have children because you're too toxic and you will end up hurting that child. You know what I'm saying? If you have a child, you won't have that child for long because you're too toxic to that child's mental health, that child's emotional health, that child's health overall. This wasn't a message you wanted to see. Well, it's the message you needed to hear. So without further ado, we're going to cleanse the energy.